बड़ी अहम जानकारी देंगे ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ ਮਿਸਟਰ ਓਮਰ ਅਲਗਬਰਾ। ਐਕਚੁਅਲੀ ਜਿਹੜੀ 에ਅਰ ਕੈਨੇਡਾ ਨੇ ਟਿਕਟਾਂ ਰਿਫੰਡ ਕਰਨ ਦਾ ਐਲਾਨ ਕੀਤਾ ਹੈ ਜਾਂ ਜੋ ਵੀ ਲੇਟੈਸਟ ਜਾਣਕਾਰੀ ਉਹਦੇ ਬਾਰੇ ਉਹ ਵੀ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਤੋਂ ਪੁੱਛਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਥੋੜੀ ਜੀ ਗੱਲ ਬਜਟ ਦੀ ਵੀ ਕਰਦੇ ਹਾਂ। ਮਿਨਿਸਟਰ ਵੈਲਕਮ ਟੂ ਰੇਡੀਓ ਪ੍ਰਵਾਸੀ ਐਂਡ ਗੁੱਡ ਮਾਰਨਿੰਗ।
Good morning, Rajinder.
Good morning, Minister. So it's very attractive budget, I would say. First time Chrystia Freeland, a female finance minister, has submitted this budget, and moreover, it's a minority government budget, first budget during the pandemic. So many first things about this budget, eh?
You're right. This was a historic budget, and it was historic, like you said, on many levels. First, it was the first woman Minister of Finance, Deputy Prime Minister, who tabled this budget. It's a pandemic budget that focuses on defeating COVID, that focuses on economic recovery, that focuses on climate change, that puts people first. It's also a budget that has many, many historic measures in it, including childcare. So you're right. It was a big deal.
Okay, and we have already discussed quite a few things about this. I would say childcare and extending wage subsidy benefits to the employers, small businesses, and moreover, recovery plan, Canada recovery plan has also been extended. So a lot of things under progress, under process to defeat this pandemic, to fight with this situation.
Absolutely, Rajinder. The war against COVID is not over yet, although we are seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, and we need to hang in there. But, there are those critics sometimes who say, why is the government doing so much? I say to those critics is because if at a once-in-a-century pandemic, that rarely happens, if a government doesn't step up and protect the individual, protect small businesses, who else will do this? Who else? This is the time when government needs to step up. And I'm really proud to be part of this government that is putting people first, that is making sure that we don't stop at nothing to protect the health and the well-being of our citizens.
Okay, and so few very, very important benefits for our seniors also.
Yes. So there are, we are fulfilling our campaign commitment to increase OIS for seniors over 75 starting next year. But this year, we're making sure that there is a one-time $500 payment to bridge that gap. So that's good news. Also, there's $3 billion for long-term care centers that the federal government is going to be working with the provinces on making sure that we strengthen. The pandemic really exposed a lot of vulnerabilities in our society, and one of the biggest tragedies is what happened at long-term care center, and we must never let that happen again. So the federal government, even though this is managed by the provinces, the federal government is stepping up and offering $3 billion to work with the provinces on strengthening services and the quality of services available at long-term care centers.
Okay, a big question. Will the government be able to get this budget passed?
Well, like you said, this is a minority parliament, and we need at least one other party to support this budget to pass. I am hopeful that my colleagues in the opposition, I'm not sure yet, but I'm hopeful that one or more of these of the opposition parties will support us. We will be working with the opposition, just like we've demonstrated over the last year or so. And we will do what we need to do to pass this budget. Now is not the time for an election. If this budget does not pass, we would find ourselves in an election. Now is not the time for election. Also, I think many millions of Canadians are dependent on the measures introduced in this budget. So I think any opposition that wants to oppose this budget has to explain to Canadians why they're opposing this budget.
Okay, and a large amount has been given to Air Canada, and there is a condition that they have to refund the money of people whose flights were cancelled because of pandemic. You are the minister in charge. What is the information?
Yeah, this was good news announced last week, Rajinder. Last week we reached an agreement with Air Canada that provides them some financial support because of the difficult situation they're finding themselves in. The package that we announced protects jobs in the aviation sector. It also refunds passengers. I know there have been thousands, hundreds of thousands of Canadians who had flights canceled or they canceled their trip because of the pandemic, have been waiting for a refund. This package ensures that those passengers are refunded. It also connects some regional communities in Canada that also lost flights because of the pandemic, and it protects travel agents. Travel agents were worried that when passengers are refunded, that their commissions will also be clawed back, but we are protecting the commissions for independent small business travel agent operators. So this was good news on all fronts. Right now, we only reached a deal with Air Canada, but I'm confident that we're going to have similar deals with other airlines here in Canada to refund passengers.
Okay, when we can expect this refund payments now?
Air Canada already started the process, so they announced it on their website. Air Canada is committed to start refunding immediately. Now, the form that it takes refund will depend on how the passenger bought their ticket, but I would encourage your listeners, if they have any outstanding tickets, to contact Air Canada either online or over the phone.
Okay. Minister, thank you so much. We are expecting news live from Chandigarh right now, but it's always pleasure to talk to you. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the opportunity again, and keep up the good work. And hello to your listeners, and hang in there. We're going to defeat COVID very soon, but we want everybody to follow public health advice, please.
Thank you. So I would like to talk to you soon again about the situation of vaccination, Minister, but we'll talk soon.
I look forward to it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.